Today, final theoretical point about the workflow of the Fabric we will see. And tomorrow onwards, I am going. My account will be ready for the Microsoft Fabric. Then we can start our lab work. I'm opening the document. Already in our last session, we discussed about the components, like what services will be available into Fabric. One minute, I will open the last notes. Is it? Some very beginning a demonstration session that time it's somewhere it missed. So this curriculum I will share with you, sir. Just collect this. I just posted in the chat. Just collect this.
Okay.
Of course, definitely we will go beyond this curriculum only.
Right.
So this curriculum is based on the DP 700 certification. DP 600 already I told you. DP 600 that is for data analyst, 700 for data engineer. Okay. So in Microsoft, currently no certification available for the data science readily. But already in the platform as a service in the Azure family, for data science, we have certification DP 100. Okay. But certification is not our goal. We should learn our real-time scenarios. Now on
DP 100 and DP 700.
DP 600 for analyst,
Okay.
700 data engineer. So traditional BI and within the Azure, the BI environment, and within the Microsoft Fabric, the BI environment. So we see the comparison. Let's look into traditional BI. We have OLTP systems and warehouse systems. And finally, our visualization systems. So here the tools like Tableau, Power BI, ClickView, such kind of things. Nowadays it is renamed as ClickSense. But these BI systems are taking input from data warehouse. So here popular data warehouses. That is. But how to bring data into these systems? So these systems are taking input from the OLTP systems. The left side systems, what you are seeing, these are OLTP systems. Maybe one system Oracle. Another one might be something MySQL. But to connect with these OLTP systems and bring the data and load into Teradata or Netizen. Here we have ETL systems. The popular ETL systems here Informatica, Data Stage. If it is Microsoft SSIS, SQL Server Integration Services, such things are used. So this is a traditional BI system. So here three teams are involved. So in this picture, three teams you can see. One ETL, simply ETL developers. Second one is DWH, management and modeling. And finally, the data analyst, visualization, you can say. So these are the three teams in the above process. After that little advancement into this traditional warehouses, this is termed as modern data warehouse. I go with a fresh picture. Same OLTP systems. Additionally, in the OLTPs, NoSQL systems have been added. And we have streaming sources. This is a modern data warehouse. So here, first time in 2011, Hadoop came into the picture. Within this, the storage HDFS, Hadoop distributed file system. Okay, for processing the data, they have Spark here. and their warehouse is HIV. So similar to our data lake or one lake, here HDFS they have. In the place of Lakehouse or data warehouse, they have Hive. So Hive is data warehouse there. And HDFS is file system, Hadoop distributed file system. But to bring the data, they have services like Scoop, of course, very old one. Using Scoop, they are connecting with source systems. So here source systems like Oracle SQL Server. These are OLTP RDBMS databases. MongoDB, NoSQL database. Cassandra, NoSQL database. So in our traditional systems, they are connecting only with OLTP RDBMS databases. Nowadays, a great demand of NoSQL databases, great importance of NoSQL databases are there. That's why in our organization, there are mixed OLTP systems. Some systems are in RDBMS, some systems are in NoSQL. Okay. So Scoop can connect with that. Up to now, this is called extraction and loading into HDFS. After that, you are processing with the Spark. Let's see. So this symbol I am using for the processing. To process Spark ecosystem. Of course, with the different languages, you can write the Spark. Spark with R language, Spark with Scala, Spark with Python. The Spark with Python, that is called PySpark. So transformed results you are loading into Hive tables. At the same time, here they have streaming data sources. Streaming data examples. Maybe icons or logs, database logs or web logs, even IoT enabled sensors. So these things. So all these events, they drag into Kafka. Here I am using Kafka. All streaming events will be dumped into this Kafka. So for this directly, you are writing Kafka jobs. Kafka also can be written into multiple languages. After that, using the Spark, within the Spark, Spark streaming is there. So this is very important, the Spark streaming, even in Microsoft Fabric also. So Spark streaming will collect these Kafka. So in the Kafka, how you have tables in the RDBMS, in the Kafka, there are topics. In the topics, messages are there. These messages are taken by the Spark streaming and perform micro batch processing and load the results into this one, and or some unstructured content, unstructured results they want to load into, they want to load means they will load into HDFS like this. So now within this modern architecture, that is modern warehouse, what is the advantage, sir? Advantage you are seeing when compared with the traditional BI system. What the difference you identify? In the traditional BI systems, only RDBMS systems are involved. OLTP is RDBMS and warehouse is RDBMS, everything is RDBMS. But here look into this structure. So within this OLTP systems, RDBMS and also NoSQL. And also you could able to work with streaming data also. Okay, regular data sources and also streaming data sources. That too here file system is involved here. Because of this HDFS file system, huge volume of data can be stored, unlimited data storage. So you can dump unstructured data, unstructured data, semi-structured data, anything that we can dump it. Got it. This is almost from 2011 onwards, this kind of systems came into the picture. Of course, open source, even though open source, that infrastructure is very cost. Or modern BI systems, simply I'm saying. As usual in the climax, that means at the end, you have visualization systems like Tableau or Power BI. So these things are directly taking input from these systems. So let's mouse. That's a Power BI. So final this picture I take it. Now I want to replace this system with ADE services, the data engineering within the Azure. Later we migrate that into Fabric. Purely I'm going to talk on Azure. I want to replace something. So here I will replace this scoop. Can you please? What is the best service here?
Azure Data Factory.
ADF.
ADF we can keep. In the place of HDFS, what I should keep?
On Lake.
ADLS.
ADLS is okay, right? That means Azure
Data Lake.
Data Lake. Gen 2 Algorithm. In place of Hive,
Synops.
you can keep Synapse. What is another alternative? What is another alternative, sir? Synapse is a data warehouse. What is latest trend? Lakehouse.
Lakehouse.
That means Databricks. Delta tables. With these help of delta tables, we will Lakehouse. So this is what. Using ADF, we are connecting with these sources and dumping the data into data lake Gen 2. Later with PySpark, that means here Databricks notebooks. Here also I will use Databricks. So using Databricks Spark, we are processing the data and finally load the results into this Lakehouse or Synapse, whatever. And also like additionally have streaming data. For here streaming data, we don't use Kafka. So here you have Azure Stream. in analytics. Again, the results processed by this again will be dumped into this data lake. Data lake or delta table, whatever. It depends on business use case. And as usual, the Power BI people are taking inputs from this one. Okay. So this is the BI environment in Azure family. So in the modern BI systems, we have support of all varieties of data, streaming data. Got it. Whereas in previous, only they are working with RDBMS sources, OLTP sources. So mainly here the major services used as usual Azure Data Lake Gen 2. This is as our file system. Azure Data Factory. So this is for ELT service and Synapse for data warehouse and the Databricks here for processing and also Lakehouse building. Okay, and now you can use this Lakehouse as a replacement to this Synapse because Synapse is costly, Lakehouse is cheaper. So these are the major services. The remaining database services means you have two types of two databases here. One is Azure SQL and Azure Cosmos DB. These are not data engineer services. These two are database services. So Azure SQL, this is used for OLTP, but RDBMS type. And Cosmos DB also for OLTP. But this is NoSQL database, similar to MongoDB, Cassandra, such kind of things. Good. So if you are a data engineer, mainly your weapons are these three, this and this four. Now, Fabric BI environment means. I keep the same pick in different order. Keeping some 4 OLTP systems. And you have streaming systems. Or is in the place of this Azure SQL, I will keep it. So this is MongoDB. And this is Azure Cosmos DB. This Azure Cosmos DB is not part of the Fabric. That is independent service. Now, this entire box, you just treat it as a BI system. Here I am keeping data factory. In Fabric only, you have data factory services. Here I have one lake. So within the one lake, you are building Lakehouse. In the Lakehouse, you are using delta formats. To bring this data here, within this data factory, you are using copy data. So within the data factory, there is a concept called pipeline. In the pipeline, copy data service is there. Copy data activity will be there. Using that, you are connecting with source systems and finally loading the data into target. So initial load is into bronze. After that, you are processing row level transformations like data cleaning and some other row level transformations. That will be into silver layer. Final aggregated results you will be keeping into gold layer. Okay. So once the data got loaded, treat this as a bronze model, like a bronze layer. After that, you are involving fabric notebook. So here Spark is coming into the picture. So here you are processing the data. By reading from this bronze layer, you are processing the data with a fabric node. You are keeping these results into silver layer. After that again, you bring this silver layer into notebook, fabric notebook. Final results you are keeping into gold. So here again, silver to fabric notebook to again gold. Of course, within the single notebook only you can process all the layers. So where fabric notebooks are coming into the picture is this one. But in data factory, we have data flows. Okay, there is a data flow Gen 2 in the Microsoft Fabric data factory. Within that, without writing coding, you can perform the transformation. But that is good only for small volumes of data, but not for big volumes of data. For big volumes, this is Spark. The Spark is available here in the form of Fabric notebooks. So here majorly two services for you. Data factory, Fabric notebook. Okay. And Lakehouse, that is our default storage. That is a common or a single storage for entire Fabric system. Got it. So once the data ready into the gold layer, then BI system, that means the reporting system will come into the picture. I mean data analyst. So they are taking from this layer. And streaming data, to work with the streaming data. Here you have Fabric real time. So connecting with the streaming sources and dumping the data into one lake again. Once data came into the one lake, again you are processing it. Okay. So if any batch process you want to perform, Fabric. A real-time process you want to perform, directly Fabric real-time is there. It extracts the data from the streaming sources and live real-time analytics it will apply and dump the results into one lake. For further processing, again you are using Fabric. Okay, here also I have support of structured data, unstructured data, semi-structured data. And OLTP's data like RDBMS and NoSQL systems. And also it is supporting streaming data sources. So here majorly the services already we discussed. What are the major services here? One lake, that is for storage. Without that we cannot do anything. This is for Lakehouse. Second, data factory. So without data factory also directly with the Fabric notebook also you can connect with the source systems and extract data. But for extracting and loading, data factory is good. For processing, Fabric notebook is good. Actually, data factory is for ELT, but I use data factory only for EL. That means extract and load only. So transformations I will be doing with Fabric notebooks. Nice. And to work with real-time data, that means streaming data, Fabric Rail. Now Power BI is part of this Microsoft Fabric. Slowly, Power BI will be removed from the desktop versions and completely that will be kept into Fabric. So that is for like a data analyst will be creating dashboards and all these things using the Power BI. Okay, these are the major services. But a data engineer additionally will be using data activate ones. This is event-based process. Data activate. So these are the major services. Got it. And suppose they don't want a lake house. Okay, they want a data warehouse. We have that service also. That is simply called as Fabric Data Warehouse. But very less clients will be using this one. Everyone will be using this lake house, one lake. I mean. Okay. So all the theory, just compare these three pictures. This is traditional. This is modern BI. But in the on-premises systems, that with help of Hadoop. Later, clouds came into the picture. Okay. So in the case of clouds, we have support of same like Hadoop only. Same like Hadoop only. But all the no need to maintain any infrastructure. Entire infra is available in the cloud. Got it. So in the place of HDFS, we have Data Lake Gen 2. In the place of warehouse, Synapse, now Synapse trend gone, Databricks, Delta tables. Okay. Same thing, if you come to the Fabric in the place of Databricks, Delta tables, directly we have one lake, right? That's it. We can you can dump the files and also you can load the structured data into in the form of rows and columns. I mean tabular format. So on top of file system, you can create tables. That is what the advantage in the Lakehouse. Backend format is Delta. What is the advantage of Delta? For every change activity, new versions will be created. Advantage of the new versions, time travel. Understand? Suppose mistakenly some operation, some wrong operation done, you can go to the previous version. You can switch from one version to other version. So that feature previously available in Snowflake, later in Databricks, and now in Microsoft Fabric. Got it. So now all required theory is completed, sir, about this Fabric. So tomorrow all of you get ready with your systems and try just to create company email ID, just try with this, sir. Tempmail.org. Generally, Microsoft Fabric is not accepting your personal emails. Just to go with the tempmail.org and try with this one. Here it is giving you something IA ciu.com something. Okay. So I just take copy and with this you can try. If any mails you will read, notifications or OTPs you will get, you will see here. Then go to your Fabric app.fabric.microsoft.com. Go with this. So give your, suppose I am giving my personal email ID. It won't accept. Oh, does accept it? Let me check. Work email man. Let's give this IACIU. Of course, with this name, I think thousands or lakhs of people might already use this particular tenant domain. So we are able to sign up into this one, but we cannot create the workspaces like this. Strictly not accepting. Okay, tomorrow I come up with Brawley's fabric experts. We have two domains. With the domain, I will create my name. That means my email ID with the company email ID, and I will show you how to sign up into this one and how to start working with this fabric. And what about your practice? So you can take like there are some domains. Suppose your name is surashtech.com. On that way, register some domain. Okay, create one email ID with that. Got it. So with that email ID, you can sign.
So does it work with the Outlook email ID? I have a personal Outlook email ID.
Outlook also try, you can try.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Outlook, if you have Outlook, try with Outlook. Or else like you are working, you have, if your company doesn't have any objections, give your company email ID. Okay?
Yes, sir. I have Fabric license, company Fabric license actually, but I'm afraid if I create a workspace, probably they are monitoring my activities.
So raise a request to them. At least they give you some QA access or not. Or
QA
else like
access.
I will tell you the way tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, sir, all of you. Let's meet tomorrow. Tomorrow, no theory, sir, only lab part we will see.
Sir,
So
can
can
you
you
give
link you
this
have given?
link?
Something.
Which link?
This note, sir. Yeah,
Notes
this.
link.
No, not that one. Go to that browser. Browser. Fabric.com something.
Sir, curriculum already I shared with you.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Can you please quickly highlight which all modules will be covered?
Pardon?
Like, which all modules will be covered, like Python, ADF, or just high level?
First, we go with Microsoft Fabric, sir. After Fabric, we come back to that one. So in this session, only Fabric part only will be going. If you don't know Python, option number one, I give you recorded session. Suppose if you want to attend the live session, so when our next batch of the Python started, you can attend. The Python timings are different.
No, I know Python. I just wanted to know the high level.
No, basic of Python, that is enough. Sir, PySpark easily you can do. Because in the Microsoft Fabric, the Fabric notebook, we are using PySpark.
Are
No
we
issue.
using Databricks also in Fabric?
Sir?
Are we using Databricks also in Microsoft Fabric?
In Fabric, we use PySpark.
So there is no role of Databricks in Fabric.
Databricks is separate. Azure Data Engineer Service. That is part of Azure Data Engineer Service.
Okay.
So in this, first we go completely with Microsoft Fabric. Okay. After that, if you want to attend again attend Databricks separately. Without
And the
additional.
Azure Data Factory will be covered in Fabric only, right?
This, listen, sir, please. In this completely Microsoft Fabric, we go. After completion of this Microsoft Fabric, you attend Databricks will be started. You attend that one. Suppose for the next batch, Databricks will be the first subject for them. After completion of Databricks, they will be attending this Data Factory and this Microsoft Fabric. Like that, this will be cycling. To learn this Microsoft Fabric, you don't need Databricks. To learn Databricks, you don't need Microsoft Fabric. No connection, because that is platform as a service. This is software as a service. Understand?
So
When
can you
you are
please share
taking
this?
the
No,
Databricks,
like,
You just shared, sir. The Zoom chat
no,
I
sir.
posted.
Yeah, it is.
Just posted, check it.
when you are taking the Databricks, sir,
After completion of Microsoft Fabric, sir. That is what I said just now. We just started Microsoft Fabric. Tomorrow onwards, practical part of the Microsoft Fabric will be started. Maybe it may purely take 1 month to 40 days time for the Fabric after completion of the Databricks. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
But
So one last question. So Azure Data Factory is part of Fabric or that is a separate one?
actually, Azure Data Factory available in both. Data Factory available in traditional Azure services and also in Microsoft Fabric. In Microsoft Fabric, simply that is called as a Data Factory. In Azure, that is called as Azure Data Factory. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So organizations are now moving towards Fabric only, right? I mean,
Yes. But some clients are strictly fan to the old system. They stick with old only.
okay. But if we learn Fabric, this will cover Data Factory also, Spark also, and most of the stuff from old system, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, that is the reason, sir. Like even we are facing the things into training department. Na? Inquiries about Microsoft Fabric they do. But once that is the started, definitely they required of old system. Without old system knowledge, we cannot migrate the thing into the Fabric, right? That's why you need both. Only Fabric if you learn, industry won't welcome you. You need old one, you need new one. First way, we start the journey with this Fabric. Already some students in this batch already completed Data Factory. Already some students completed Databricks. It doesn't matter. This will be keep on cycling. Okay.
But anyway, you will be covering the old model in this training also.
Hello.
While
Sir, voice breaking.
anyway, you will cover the Azure Data Factory in this training as well, right? And it
Yeah.
will be named as a Data Factory, simply Data Factory, right?
Yes. So this Data Factory and also Azure Data Factory also I will cover.
Both are kind of similar only, right? Or they are completely different.
Once you know one thing, anything you can do.
Okay.
Just a little navigation will be different.
Okay. I got it. Yeah. Thank you.
Depending on services. Okay. Right, sir. All of you. Let's meet tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Nice sessions. Thank you.